Hi everybody, we are looking at MySQL database phpMyAdmin. This is the database Fireworks version 1. I have two tables here, rewards and users. Currently the tables are empty. Rewards is empty also, users are empty. So what we are going to do is we are going to use Laravel version 8 table seeder. So I am going to use class users table seeder, which I already prepared. There are two users. We can see the users coming in now. We got two users, ID1 and ID2, user1, user2, with their user IDs and email and passwords, everything. And the most interesting part is balance. We assume they have 200 and 500 each, and the rewards is 00 at the start of the store because there's no rewards points earned, right? Now, if we look at the rewards, we have user ID, order ID, rewards and status. So if we look at the structure, user ID is integer, order ID is varchar. Because I'm using PHP, a function generator which I got from Stack Overflow, which is unique function generator. The order ID will be unique. Of course, the user ID is unique. Rewards and status, right? Status is a small integer which accommodates 0 and 1 for Boolean, true and false respectively. So currently the rewards is 0. The tables is 0 now. Now we'll go to the Postman straight away. And I'm going to show you earn points. So we are going to use user ID number 2 first, and he is going to use a spend amount of 900. So in our assumption, if 900 is spent on the store as a purchase, 10% is discounted back as reward to the user. That means he is going to earn points of 90, which is equivalent to 90 ringgit. So as I have explained here, we are going to put the rewards and the actual balances in two buckets, balance and rewards, so that manipulation like voiding or cancellation of the reward is very easy. So now this is the rewards table as I explained. So let's go to this Postman, and then we are going to, please ignore this one, this was my first test one. So now we are going to start. For user ID 2, amount spent is 900 and he is going to get 90 ringgit as a discount, he or she, right? So 90 ringgit was the reward points earned. Let's see the database, is it working properly? The order ID was this and the user ID is 2, rewards earned is 90, status is 1, which is active status. Now let's change this to, let's say, 500 ringgit. So the reward points will be 50 ringgit, and we can see here it's 50 ringgit with a new order ID. We click here and see, we are going to see another record coming in with a different order ID which is unique, as I told you. So the total earned reward will be 90 plus 50, which is 140. So if we go to the users and see, the second user is 140. So let us do one more thing, like let's make a smaller figure like 100 ringgit. So the reward earned will be 10. So we go and check the rewards again, browse, 10 ringgit was earned, and then the users 150. So 150 is, as we can see in the, let's go to the get points. This is by user ID, customer ID. User ID is nothing but customer ID. So all the status is 1. You can see that 10 ringgit, 50 ringgit and 90 ringgit. So 9 plus 5 is 4, 140, 150 ringgit. So if we look at the users, it should be showing 150 ringgit in the bucket, which is correct. The 500 ringgit remains untouched. Of course, we can reduce the 500 ringgit as and when they spend, but that is not in our context now. We are looking at the rewards. In true case, this balance should be going down. So we are demonstrating the API for the rewards points, right? So we are not adjusting the balance as of now. So then we will look at the void points. So void points, we need to get one order ID. Let's take this 10 as the order ID, 10 ringgits order ID, and we are going to paste it here as a parameter, which is a get request, and we can see that the 10 ringgit has been cancelled, so the balance should be showing 140 only, which is true. So now if I re-click again, which is the validation I put in place, I re-click again, which is specifically mentioned in the task to avoid glitches. It is showing no records are already cancelled. So yeah, I press it many times, it's going to give me the same result, and the total will be remaining at 140 as the reward points, right? So by that way, we are validating as well. Then finally, get points by customer ID. So we are having 3 records here for the same customer ID, and we can see reverse 10 was cancelled because the status was 0, others are remaining active, so total should be 140. And then finally get the balance, the net balance by user. So if we click here, the reward balance has 140, actual balance was 500, and total balance, which is the amount that the person can spend in the store, is 640, which is 500 plus 140. So we will go again the same process to try for user number 1. So here this time we will put different numbers or the spending money, 200. So now I will be very quick, 1000. Let's do 2 transactions, and then let's check the status as of now. We can see that 120 has already been earned as reward points. So how 120? Let's see. For that, it's more easy. We go by customer ID. So we should have 2 records, which is active, 100 and 120. 100 plus 20, 120, correct. Now we are going to cancel the 20 so that the balance should remain as 100 in the reward bucket. So I am copying this order ID, which is unique order ID. So then we are going to void this by order ID. Click it out, paste it, send. So now it should show 100 for this person. Let's see. It is showing 100, right? Then again, we will list by user ID or customer ID. I think it is 1 only, right? 1. So let's check. Now we can see the 20 ringgit status has changed to 0, and still the 100 ringgit is valid with status 1, which is active. And finally, what is the total for this person? Number 1. The reward balance is 100, actual balance is 200, total balance is 300. Let's click again. We can see 200 plus 100. That's what we see here. 200 is the actual balance. 200 is the actual balance. Reward balance is 100. Total balance is 300. So if you want to look at my code, it's published in GitHub, and I will give you the link. This is the API. 4 API has been generated. Users table seeder, order-based controller, user model, and then rewards model. I think that concludes the overall task given to me. Of course, I did not minus out the balance because I think it's not inside the scope of the task. But if you really want to do that, of course I can do it, no issues. So that's all from Rajkumar here. Thank you very much for your time and watching my video. Have a good day. Bye bye.